Well, welcome back everyone. This particular episode in no way, shape, or form has anything to do with that bus behind me. This is Orion Homestead Projects, and this particular video is going to walk through one of those projects that I need to do to keep everything working, functioning, and protect the investment that I have in this house. So one of the things that I did last weekend that took away time from the bus was that I had a problem with my hot tub, so I had to drain it, clean it, refill it, and get it back into commission. Well, in doing so, I realized normally when I do that, it takes about 6 to 8 hours for the hot tub to heat up to operating temperature and everything is good. In this particular case, after 3 days of running, it barely topped 80 degrees, so I had a heating element problem. Fortunately for me, I had 2 different control packs because I've had to go through, had to replace them twice. The original failed, I replaced it with another one. That one failed, replaced it with another one. That's the one that's in there right now, so 3 different control packs. So with that, that meant that I had 2 spare heating elements that I could use to put back into the hot tub. Well, I've already replaced it once, and because of some challenges at that particular point in time, I didn't do a video of that, and I'm glad I did, because now I have an opportunity to do it again and make a video on it so you can see how that works and what I had to do. The challenge that I had is that I had 2 of them. I picked one, and the one I picked was bad. So now I have to do it again, and that's what this video is going to go through, is how I'm replacing the heater pack on my it's a Thermos Genesis 400 hot tub, and I've already done it once, so this should be pretty quick, but I want to take you through it. It's going to be tight, cramped, and dark, but we're going to get her done. So let's go see how we do it. Alright, well, welcome to the underbelly of my hot tub. This is my control pack. This is the heating element right here. I have already made sure that the breakers are off, both at the ground fault right here by the hot tub and inside at the main circuit breaker panel, so there's no power. This is disconnected for a reason. That was part of my troubleshooting. I wanted to make sure that the reason that my breaker was tripping was because of the heating element, so I disconnected it from the control pack. Turned it on momentarily, pumps kicked in, it didn't trip the breaker, so I knew that was it, because that was the only thing that changed. So at this point, just want to give you a rundown. So the AC wiring goes right here. You got line, and ground. They go through here and they connect to the top of the heating element. These are the grounds for the wiring that comes into the control pack, comes in up here, and all the grounding is connected right there. One of the other things that I have to do, you see I have a gate valve right here. I have to shut that down, otherwise I've got 350 gallons of water rushing down into this area once I open up this fitting right here. On this side, there's the pump, one of the pumps. There's another one over that way. I have to shut that gate valve as well. Last time I did this, that gate valve may be faulty. It shuts the water down, but it still leaks and drains water, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. That was one of the reasons why I didn't film the last one, was because once I realized that was going on, it was like a mad rush to get it done before I had too much water down here. I'm going to try it this time. If it does it, it does it. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, at this point, I have to take this cover panel right here off. There's 4 screws, 1 in each one of those holes, and 1 down here. I have to disconnect the grounds. And then I have to open up these 2 valves. One of the things that I'll have to do too is loosen this up and turn this up. If for no other reason, if the gate valve works, I probably won't have to do that. But if the gate valve is leaking, turn it up to redirect the water away from here until I can get that heating element out of the way. So at this point, I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to try to find a good spot for it. I'm going to put it into time lapse and show you the process. Once I'm done, I'll go back and explain everything. But bottom line is it's just a matter of moving some screws, disconnecting the inputs on each end, disconnecting the ground, slide it out, slide the other one back in, connect the power up, connect the control cables up, and we're good to go. So at this point, I'm going to find a spot for this, put it in time lapse, and we're going to run through it. Alright, well there it is. It's all done. I got my gate valves open back up. I got all my wiring in. I got my plugs in. Those little plugs were a pain. But I did get them in. Got my grounds in. Checked everything. Now that I've got everything open, there's no leaks. I closed everything back up, guys, because if this don't work, I'm done. I'm going to have to figure something else out to get this thing back up and running. But no more spare parts. So if this don't work, I'm just going to leave it closed up until I can figure out something to do with it. At any rate, I'm going to shut this down right now. I am going to get my tools out of here, close this up a little bit better, and then turn the breaker on, and then I'll bring it back and we'll see what happens when I trip that breaker. If this works, the pumps will come on and it won't trip the breaker. If this don't work, it's going to trip the breaker right away, and we're done. So I'll be back. All right, folks, I'm back. I got the breaker on inside the house. One of the things there are two things I wanted to show you. One, I wanted to show you where I had to go to be able to swap that thing out, and I had to crawl right through that space all the way back there around the back side. That's where the control pack is. So that wasn't fun, but that right there. One of the other things, and the thing that created this whole issue to start with, is that I have just recently realized that I have a fitting that is now leaking underneath here. I don't know if the camera will allow you to see it or not. I'm going to try to get it as close as I can, but if you look right there, there's a drip of water. This drains about the half a volume of the hot tub over the course of a week. There was a drip right there. So that's what I'm up against. I'm going to call Thermos, see if this is still somehow covered under some kind of a warranty with this thing, and if not, I'm going to figure out a way to do that myself and close that leak off so that I don't have to worry about it. Because what it did was it drained my tub. I wasn't aware of it. And then it caused the heating element to go bad. So now I'm at a point where I need to see if the heating element that I put in is going to work. If it's going to work, we're good. All I got to do is fix that leak. Got everything opened up so I can monitor it. I don't know if it speeds up when I turn everything on. Right now everything's gravity, but all of the this line right here that is leaking is the line that feeds the jet. So we'll see what happens. I may have to shut her down because I don't want to I want to find out if the heating element is going to work, but I don't want to have this thing drain out on me and blow up that one as well. So here's the moment of truth. Here's my ground fault for the hot tub. All I got to do is trip this, and if you hear the pumps come on, we're good to go. There we go. Pump just came on. This heating element did not trip the breaker, so that's a good sign. Now, that doesn't tell me it's going to heat the water. It just means it didn't trip the breaker, which is what the last one was doing. So at this point, it's just going to be waiting to see if that heating element works. So I'm going to shut it down. All right, one small update. I do want to let you know that heat has actually increased substantially once I turned everything on. So that's a huge problem. So I'm going to have to get that taken care of. I'm not going to be able to leave that running. I do want to see if the water's going to heat up. I'll keep an eye on it, see if that heating element is going to work. But yeah, that's going to have to be fixed and have to be fixed pretty quick. I can't leave this running and have it do the same thing to me again. So anyway, just wanted to do a quick update on that. I'll try to get this out tomorrow after I have some visibility on what the heating element's going to do, and close it out with an update on that, and then we'll get this video out. I'll probably see it tomorrow evening. Have a great day.